Hi. Hello. Welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee on Above Life channel. Hi, nice to see you today. We are pre-gaming the eclipse this morning. There's a lunar eclipse tomorrow on April 8th. It also happens to be my youngest child's birthday. And here in Central Standard Time, it will be at, I think, like 1:20, something like that. So tomorrow on Above Life channel on April 8th, Monday, we are going to do a noon Central Time. So we're going to tailgate the eclipse. So this is the pre-game for the eclipse. It's the pre-game show. Let's just say the last week has been what I would consider a shit show. The energy has been, as warned by many astrologers, tumultuous, to say the least, with Mercury retrograde also impacting us. What does that mean? Our communications have been upside down and inside out and misinformed, and people are in crabby moods. I've avoided the people who I really like and who I know are just as fiery as me so that I don't say something stupid or I don't get triggered by them and I don't trigger them. So I have been laying low this week as far as human people go. But in the spiritual realm, let me just tell you, I have been so psychic. Oh my goddess, I have been so psychic this week. Like every morning, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm channeling in a different way. I'm writing. I'm having a conversation and I'm just writing it down, and then I'm asking questions and I'm connecting through my ancestors. You guys heard me on Above Life channel talk about this on one of the Monday videos, right? About the ancestor thing and how everybody's like connecting to their ancestors. I'm not talking family, human family. I'm talking spirit family, like centuries ago, and all the different cool lineages you have and all the things you're attracted to that are connected to past lives. Well, those are connected also to spiritual guidance from ancestral energies that are spirit guides that are helping us for a reason, because we are them and they are us and we are connected. So, you heard me talking about that, right? Well, since that happened a couple of weeks ago, at the very end of March, I started I'm in a mentoring sort of a program. I don't know how to describe it. It's a beautiful, very intimate program I'm in for the next 6 months. And to support me in my healing, right? And what's happening is, whoa, super clairvoyant, massive seer. All the stuff that I started off this journey with is like amplified. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need glasses for my third eye. I've had like ocular migraines this week. I've had circuitry energy with my heart racing. Like today, I've had like 4 different incidences where my heart's like way too fast. It's way too fast. And so I can't calm down though, because it's so exciting. We're going to talk about initiation today on our Sunday Morning Coffee podcast. We're going to talk about what that means. And we've all been in it the last week when energy affects us, because you and we talked about this. We're empaths. I am devoted and dedicated, as 2024 is the year of the empath. I am really in service to sharing this journey with you and helping you understand how all these psychic things, these energy things, these vibes, whatever you want to call them, okay? I don't care what you call them. You can call it tomato, tomato, whatever. It's affecting and impacting you. And I want to help you be able to work with the energy in a way that's healthy for you and healing for you. And so, like I said, this last week's been a shit show. And it more has been on the internal side for me personally than the external. Now, for many of you, it could be external arguments, falling out with friends, or just feeling not connected, like people don't get you. Yeah, I've been in that space too. And it can be hard to handle. It can kind of feel lonely. You can kind of feel annoyed. I've had a lot of past memories come up in this lifetime, just memories where I'm kind of like, I'm gonna say sentimental about stuff that is a little bit odd to be sentimental about. Let me just say, I'm remembering things and I'm seeing and experiencing them through my memory in a different way that is so healing, freaking transformative. Okay. So being initiated, connecting with energy that seems challenging, like with this eclipse stuff, it's really all about the perspective of what you can pull from it. You know what I mean? It's like broccoli. Okay. I love broccoli. Like broccoli is my favorite veggie because it looks like little trees. It's so cute. But I like fresh broccoli, not the frozen kind. I want the fresh broccoli that I can cook for myself, right? So it can be al dente perfect right there, right? But it's like broccoli. You get broccoli, it looks so cute and cool and looks like little flower. You can hold it like a bride or something. And you gotta chop that whole fucking stem off. Like, I'm not eating that thing. Uh, I'm not eating that big chunky stem thing. So that's what we're like right now. This energy, this initiation that we're in, this vibe, these vibes that we're impacted by, it's like broccoli. Don't eat the stem. You don't like the stem, you don't eat the stem. Some people like the stem. It's perspective about what's up. It's perspective, my lovelies, about what's up. My energy is high right now. If that's hard for you, you might not want to listen to this one right now. I could be so triggering to you, especially imagine if somebody's here for the first time. Hey, nice to meet you. If you're just finding this random chick talking, uh, that is okay. Just hang out for a while. This is a podcast that I do every week, Sunday Morning Coffee, where I take an intuitive topic and we chat about it, stuff that's showing up in the field. I work with empaths and people who are intuitive or in tune or on a healing path or journey, a desire to evolve and grow, to work with the energy of that beautiful, bold heart that you have in tandem with your spirit, working together, that beautiful partnership of your heart and your soul. And so, would you say I'm a psychic? Yes, I am. How am I psychic? I'm a seer. I'm very clairvoyant. I'm also very clairsentient. I'm an empath, and I am proud of it. I'm proud of it. I mean, I had open heart surgery for goodness sakes last year. And in part was because I had so much stress that it literally eroded the inside of my heart space. Actually, the artery behind the heart, which does all the work to every part of the body. Yeah. So I am legit heart based, super heart aware in the physical and the metaphysical. I work with energy on a lot of different levels. And actually, you guys are going to be able to watch here on the playlists at Above Life channel. I'm adding some new ones where I share my life resume. We'll talk about that at another podcast or another Monday video, maybe, where I just literally list all the different things that I've had certifications in, workshops in, all that kind of stuff. And you guys will be like, what? I'm like, I know. I know. So I'm legit. I'm not like just some chick with a card deck or something, Not that that's a bad thing at all. I mean, hey, DIY, do your own stuff. I'm totally encouraging of that. Go for it. Do it. Please do. Please, please get to know yourself. Please, please get to know your team, right? Because then when you're initiated, you're moving through some hurdles and some challenges. You got your own support system. That's the whole freaking point here, is to empower you, not to give your power away to whoever, to the patriarchy, the matriarchy, the people that say they're psychic, the people that say they're a life coach, the people that say they can fix your life in 4 simple steps or make you rich. Like, that's not how it works. Okay? That's not how it works. It works through energy flow and alignment. And if you can't find your way to the word of receive and be able to receive support, then maybe you can just accept it as a fact. Here's your support, fact. Here's your intuition. You are intuitive, fact. And if you can't receive messages or information, just accept them. It's like accepting a package. Just accept it. Accept it. You don't have to receive it and just accept it. Just let it be what it is. I need to shut this window. I am cold here. Just a second. Oh, there we go. I had to shut the slider, the patio door. All right. Good morning to you. I actually have rocks in my pockets, trying to stay grounded because I have not been grounded most of this week. What rocks do you have in your pockets as you're going through your initiations? All right. You're asking me this question. I know it. I know you want to know. Red jasper right now. I cannot use hematite because I have magnetic hematite. That's the silvery rocks, that stick together. I love them. My kids love them too. We have them upstairs on the counter in the kitchen, and then everybody plays with them. And they're very grounding. So when they're playing with them, they're getting grounding energy, but they're super electric. And I can't have that circuitry right now because I'm having too many heart bubble ups, too many heart racing situations right now. So I can't. I have to do this. Red jasper. And then I also have pitcher jasper here. It looks like wood. And then I also have a hematite ring on my finger. So I have lots of grounding support from the natural elements, which does work. Ah, nice. And of course, I have coffee to share with you, my friends. Hello. Cheers. Sunday morning coffee. Did you see my picture on the community tab of the channel, of Above Life channel? First thing this morning, I'm like, gotta get ready for my Sunday morning coffee. I put my little eye puffy patches on and I'm making my coffee and I'm drinking my coffee, and I did a little video for you of me. Literally, that's what I look like when I wake up, and I do my thing, wash my face, put my patches on it. This morning, I only put the patches on every other day because I don't need them every day. But today I need little puffies, little puffy eyes. Thank you to my sweet psychic friend in Texas, who you can find. She has a Facebook page called Reveal Your Radiance. And she is a very good psychic, and she does cards. And I've known her for multiple years, and I adore her. And she's one of my besties. So cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for turning me on to those patches. As you get older and puffier, it's like a thing, Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about initiation. So you guys, I have to tell you, oh my goodness, I've been so initiated this week. Like, I literally spent so much time sitting on the couch, writing, connecting with my ancestors, and getting literal oracle messages. I'm like, I didn't actually ask for that. But since Easter, it started, I think the first message started on Easter, actually. I'll have to go back. But no worries. They're short. And I recorded them on an audio also because they're kind of puzzly like, some of them are kind of not rhymey, but like, what does that mean? Mysterious. They're not direct. Anytime you do oracle or kind of vibes, kind of thing like that, like, and you're speaking into the abyss almost. Well, it's actually it's my ancestors who are connected to the oracles. Surprise! Who are seers? Oh, shocker! Oh my goodness! Hello, Sibbles. Yes. Hey, girl. Hey, Delphi. Hey, I see you. Yeah, this is why I call my higher self Blue Priestess. If you want a little background, hello. I've been doing that for years. That's like my personal little name for my higher self. And oh, by the way, okay, sidetrack, because that's what we do when we're chatting on our coffee, like our podcast. That's what we do, we chat, right? Sidetrack. Do you like the new logo? Super simple. I went through like 7 different iterations of them and finally landed on something so simple and basic. I'm like, this is perfect. And my color palette, of course, it's blue. Of course, that is true blue. Archangel Michael vibes, Oracle vibes, Third Eye vibes. Of course, it's blue. It's beautiful blue. Isn't it beautiful? You will see some reds and some kind of earth tones when you check out my website. It's super basic, simple, very simple. But you'll see some reds because of grounding energy. Got to ground that third eye vibe. And right now, I'm in this beautiful state in my own personal healing program because you constantly evolve, right? You constantly get assistance in your own healing journey. You should, anyway. In fact, if you're going to hire a coach, like a life coach or a psychic, ask them what they're doing right now. Ask them, who are you following for your personal life stuff? Not your business, but your personal life. Who are you going to right now? What are you learning about? What are you leveling up about? What is showing up in your life path that you're working on? I'm just really curious about that. It's a wisdom journey, right? And so I'm in that state and I'm so blessed to have such a dear friend of mine who I've known since 2012, might be 2011. I think it's 2012. And she is the curator of this incredibly beautiful energy program that I'm in, this program. And it's very earthy, connecting to the earth energies, which I need for my heart healing, for my physical body, and for my metaphysical body. And now all of a sudden, the ancestor thing, like literally, you guys, week fucking one. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so psychic. So I did, right? Like I said, I recorded the Oracle stuff and I am not sure how I'm going to share it because I don't know if it's a teaching thing. Like I need to be doing it with mentoring clients, people in a small group, have like listen to it and then talk about it, or I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. But because I need to do it also responsibly, because part of what came in right away, I mean, a lot of it is current event stuff. I'm just going to say it. And I don't want to be that person that's doing like predictions or anything like that. I don't want to get into that because that to me feels like a huge responsibility and something that I had best be really damn good at and super confident about to be sharing that stuff. Right. So, the first couple I just wrote down and then I shared it with my friend, one of my two super psychic besties in Texas, actually, my Reveal Your Radiance on Facebook friend. She I shared the first couple with her and she was like, "Oh my," she's like, "This sounds exactly like," and then we had this whole conversation about it. I'm not going to share a lot of it with you, but because it's too deep, it's way too deep. It's deep stuff. I'm like, whoa, the first 2 days when I did it, I was exhausted later in the day. At first, it was fine. I was like, no big deal. It's not hard to do. It's so freaking, I told her, I kept saying, this is so easy. As the days went on and I kept doing it, I said, this is so easy. What should we ask? Let me just ask. And they'll just tell me, oh my gosh. But they speak in like poetic. It's not direct at all. It's very poetic. It's very like old school, which you would expect because they're like ancient, you know? And so to interpret it too, and some of the messages are parts of things. So like this has to do with this that's happening currently. This has to do with this that's happening currently. This has to do with this, kind of thing. But it always boils down to I'm like, what can we do? What can I do? What can I do? Because you guys know here on Above Life channel, I'm really about, okay, we're going to make psychic stuff practical. Or number one, nobody's going to do it. It's just like exercise. Okay. Nobody going to do it. Nobody going to stick to it. I personally believe that healing is a lifestyle. It's not an event, and that you are your own healer, just like intuition. It's not reserved for elite psychic people who have been gifted since birth. It's not like that. It doesn't have to be like that. Yeah, there's some people that are really rock stars at it. And that doesn't mean you can't use your own intuition, develop your spidey senses, understand your life better and get the support of that magical, metaphysical, the part that you don't see is just as important as the part you do see. So remember, we function here at Above Life channel on a simple model of body, mind, heart, and soul. There's 4 building blocks: body, mind, heart, and soul. Each one, 25%, is so important. If you knock one off, you're only at a C, baby. You're at a C. Your brain gets that, right? Do you really want to be a C student? No, you don't. And if you're only using your brain, you're 25%. You're majorly failing. And if you're using your brain and kind of using your body, but you're using your body in a brain capacity only, in a physical capacity only, a mechanical capacity only, that's 50%, baby. You're still failing at this life thing. So we got to use the heart and the soul and the body and the brain. Okay. It's like I heard this quote that said, or this phrase that said, follow your heart, but take your brain with you. So it's a balance, right, you guys? That's what alignment is. Bring everything into alignment. Don't get too crazy. This morning I woke up early and I said to my partner, I was like, my head is spinning. I said, I am thinking. I said, I'm thinking about so many things right now, so many things right now. And I said, wow. And then I said, I see this and I see this and I see this. And I said, I am so psychic. I am so, which has been my theme this whole week. Oh my goddess, I'm so psychic. Oh my God, deity. Hello. Hi, Jesus. Hey, what's up? What's up? And I'm like, oh, hi, Osiris. Hi. Who are you again? What's your jam? What's your job? I don't really know. I know. Oh, hey. Hi, Kali. How's it going? Oh, Kali's here. Oh my God, we're fucked. And then I'm like, oh, hello, Lakshmi. Oh, you're so sweet. Love you. Okay. Love you. Love you. Oh, Green Tara. Oh, thanks for the healing vibes. Ooh, let's get the healing vibes in. Let's bring them 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 in. So, okay, I'm playing with you guys this morning so much. Thanks for bearing with me. I think it might be the peeps. Now you know my secret. My secret is eat sugar, which is not good because speaking of oracling and channeling, and it's really, I guess it is channeling. Oh my gosh, it's channeling. Yes, it is. I think I'm going to put it on here, but I think I'm going to do it its own playlist. But again, I have to make sure that it's really, I have to make sure in integrity that I know what I'm doing and then I'm not going to like spur anything weird or crazy or have people go off the deep end or have, people that tend to be leaning toward too many conspiracy things or whatever. I don't need that. I don't need to be trying to explain things to people like, yo, it's a poem. You take out of it what works for you and what doesn't, you just leave there. You leave it. It's okay. Don't make it fit. It might not be your thing. It's okay. Anyway. Whew, initiation. So we've been initiated this week a lot. And because we've had 2 big eclipses, I guess, bookends, right? Everybody's talking about it. Like I said, it's tomorrow. And we're pre-gaming right now, talking about initiation, being initiated. So initiation, there's a lot of different words for it. I'm going to encourage you to journal on this. And all you have to do, if you don't like to journal, you don't want to write, maybe you sketch or doodle. Do you doodle? Pick a word, write a bunch of different words. Okay. Take the word initiation, which is kind of like intuition, right? Initiation, and pick a bunch of different words that it means to you. What does initiation mean to you? So for me right away, it's challenge. Woof. It could be challenge, obstacle, barrier. It could be a test. It could be a way to stretch your brain or stretch your skills. Initiation could be a way to apply what you've already learned. Okay. There's a whole range. Initiation doesn't have to mean shit show, but let me just say, I think that's a pretty good phrase. I should have labeled this video that, shouldn't I have? Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But I hope you guys will join me or consider joining me at noon Central Time tomorrow when we do a tailgate for the eclipse. We might as well. How fun would that be? I even got Eclipse glasses. I went to the bookstore and they gave me Eclipse glasses. I'm like, okay, cool. I won't really, it's like a 75%, I think, Eclipse here or something. But hey, whatever. I mean, I've been feeling the energy anyway. I'm so psychic. Oh my goodness, you guys, seriously. Oh, I did. I think I showed you this mug, right? Did I show you this mug after I got my haircut last time? My haircut person gave this to me because she said, I saw this and I totally thought of you. This is just water in here. I got to be hydrated. That's a good thing. This whole week, you guys, I have been using the water element. I've been posting it on my TikToks as like a healing energy, a reminder of flow. So that is a symbol that you can use if you feel like you're being initiated or slammed, or you've had one thing after another happen. Remember, we've also got that Mercury retrograde. So that is like notorious for like electronic stuff, car stuff, things not going as planned. So just expect that that's going to happen. That stuff's going to happen. And the truth is, that crap happens all the time. All the time. You're just hyper aware of it right now. That's all. We're just vigilant to point it out. But now we can like blame Mercury, which interestingly, every time I hear the word Mercury, I think about a job that I had. It was like my third real job out of college. I worked at a HR consulting firm. We did like employee opinion surveys and 360-degree feedback stuff, and we traveled all over the place and presented findings and all this stuff. And I was on the sales team, and we had to they created team names all around because there's like project management teams and the technology team and all that kind of stuff. And we had to create names, and I think we had to do Greek names. I can't remember. There was some kind of a theme or something. And I suggested Mercury because it's fast, you know? And they were all like, yeah, that's awesome. So to me, Mercury, and they chose it. So the sales team was called Team Mercury. And so for me, Mercury means money. So I'm like, "Ooh, that feels good. I like that. Like money I can just find. Like when I'm walking through the parking lot, money, like that kind of money, like random, just money in my pocket. That sounds awesome. So I want to take a moment to say hello in the chat. Hi, Rebel. I see you first up here. Let's see. I see Rebel. I see Cami. Good morning. Grace, hello. We talked about Grace last week, just the energy of Grace. If you haven't seen that, that's on one of our, I think it was on the podcast. Hello, Rebecca. Nice to see you. Hannah, nice to meet you. My first time catching you live. Welcome. Oh, thank you. You like the graphic? Great. Thank you. Oh, Deja. Hey, girl. That's my college kid out there. Erin. I think that's what your name is. Yay. Okay. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, I like the graphic too. Thank you. My logo, the new logo. I also updated it on Facebook. I'm trying to make an effort to connect on Facebook again. Kind of get some connection going over there. I know for some people, that's a nice place to connect just because it's easy, I guess. I guess a lot of workplaces don't ban it, or they use it for business so that it's easy for people to access during the daytime hours, like if they're on their computer. So, oh, here we go. There goes my hair. I have my hair all pulled up right now because it's getting long and I don't know what to do with it, as always. Okay, my dears. All right. So we're going to take the word initiation and we're going to see what it means for you. All right. That's kind of the little takeaway today, to something for you to play with or work with, like your Play-Doh. And instead of looking back or looking ahead and thinking of all the ways you feel challenged necessarily, that doesn't sound like fun. That sounds awful. Actually, that sounds disgusting, like a horrible treat, just something disguised as a treat, but really it's yucky. You know what I mean? Like, ew, we don't want that. So let's use the word initiation as a an opportunity to feel into and acknowledge the path you've been on. Let's recognize you've had lots of initiations in your lifetime. You've had lots of moments where you've had to move through or jump over or remove a barrier or obstacle. So initiation represents that strength. It doesn't represent you not having a clue or you being a victim. It represents you knowing, like you have the inner wisdom. That's what initiation means. You have the wisdom, the capacity, okay, and the value that you need to have in order to show up and move with the flow of things, move through, move around, navigate whatever it is you're being faced with in your life. If it's hard in this moment, set it aside if you can for a bit, take a break, go outside, try to find some help if you can, move to something else for a little bit, then come back to it. I'm thinking about taxes. That's what I'm thinking about, actually. Or if you're like in like dealing with a sick kid and you just can't anymore, you're like, or you have a kid that has special considerations or physical limitations and you're the caregiver and you're fucking exhausted. A little escape, put some AirPods in, listen to a great podcast, listen to some music for 2 minutes and dance and wiggle your body. I also did that this morning. I wiggled and moved a little bit. I swear, you guys, that Casey Kasem, the old school American Top 40 is awesome. It's on Sunday mornings, and I have an app on my phone for 97.5 in Rochester, Minnesota, and I listen to it. Yeah, 97.5 greatest hits. It's an app on my phone. Do you see that? There you go. And on Sundays, they do it twice back to back, and they do different years. So the first one was like a 70s something, and then the second one was 1982, and that's the one that's on right now. So I'm going to listen to the rest of that. But I hear the music and I make myself I let myself, I shouldn't say make myself, I give myself that permission to move to it. Because for me, my movement had been limited for so long after my surgery that like putting my arms at all above my head just wasn't even a factor. I couldn't do it. Or out to the side or twist and turn. And now I can. And so now I'm like wiggling and moving my hips and doing the stuff, the dancing that I couldn't do before. I could literally just move my feet and like move my arms and stuff, you know? And now I can wiggle and move my body. So dancing is simple and easy, and it's a good way to move the energy out of the body. And so I just move my torso and my hips and just swing my hips a little bit. And I gave myself permission to do that. Yeah. And it was pretty nice. I try to do that every once in a while, especially if I'm feeling crabby, because I'm like, oh, if I'm crabby, I'm just no fun. And I'm telling myself negative stuff all the time. And that's not a fun scenario to be in. So just wiggle and move and just appreciating the simple pleasures and joys while I can, you know, before like you don't know when you're going to be initiated again, when the next thing is going to be show up to give you an opportunity to grow. That's what my initiations have been, growth periods and incredible gifts. Even though looking back, oh, I'm going to get emotional. There's a lot of talk with this eclipse about where you were last year in October. And I'm like, oh, girl, revisiting some of that stuff. I can't revisit that. And that was hard. That open heart surgery, that I didn't know what. I'll never forget that doctor's face looking at my face. I'm laying down flat on my back in the emergency room, just coming out of the CAT scan machine thing. And he says, I have to cut you open. I'm like, what? Because I said, oh, surgery, okay. All right, I'm thinking they're just gonna do a little laparoscopic thing, and they're gonna go in, and they're gonna do something to my heart, and they're just gonna fix that, and it's not a big deal, and it'll be like 2 days, I'll be done, I'll be fine. Mm. He said, "No, I have to cut your chest open." I said, "And what?" "Okay." Okay. And I will never be the same again. And I'm not upset about the scar at all, and in fact, I have cute little dimples where on my belly, I have, like, 3 extra little belly buttons. They're kinda like they look like dimples, they're really cute, I'd show them to you, but it's probably not appropriate to do that. They're so cute. Where the tubes were in, the drainage tubes and things, but the this part for me has been difficult because it physically I can feel the metal ties that hold my sternum together now while the bone is growing back together, and they'll never come out, and they won't dissolve, and they're literally just these bumps. So, if you were touching my skin, my body, you can feel the bumps, and there's one really prominent one right at the top, and I can feel it, and if I hug you and I'm on skin to skin with you and I slide, it hurts because it rubs inside, it scrapes along that, and it hurts, and it's not like I'm gonna grow big fat skin here. There's not gonna be fat on this part of my body. There's just not it's not gonna come here, right? So, this is an opportunity for me to embrace the life I've been gifted and ride it like a little red Corvette. Ride it because I know that my future is a mystery right now, and that's hard to have that be the case. And at the same time, I'm here. I have had 6 more months than I would have had, and I appreciate it. I do. And I appreciate you here on our Sunday Morning Coffee podcast on Above Life channel. I don't think you realize, and I don't think I tell you enough how special this platform is to me. I genuinely find so much joy being here. It's what I meant to do is to connect and just share and just be here with you, and I feel you. I am so psychic after all, and I'm psychic in my heart, and this is a gift, and I really, really feel it is. So it is my pleasure to be here with you on this journey. You inspire my spirit, and you fill me with hope. So thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Monday, on April 8th at noon Central Time for our tailgate party. Don't worry if you can't join, it's okay. Come back tomorrow evening and just celebrate after, have a post-game celebration with us. We're going to be on live. I'm suspecting it's going to be for a while because I want to be able to have conversation with you, although this has been like a half an hour, you guys. It's a pretty long one today. I have a lot to share, I guess. So, yeah, thanks for being with me today. I appreciate that. And thanks for the feedback on the logo and the color. I love the blue and I also love the red. And so I'm going to balance and probably interchange those. And yeah, so as always, you can see my list of services in the description of this video. Yes, I am accepting new clients. Yes, this month I do have a group that is available. I think I'm doing a twin flame group actually this month. Interesting. And then next month, I'm doing the Inspiring Psychic Experience. I think that's how it's going. So if you really want the old school psychic stuff, the old like psychic reading vibe stuff, that's the Inspiring Excuse me, that's the Inspiring Psychic Experience. That's a group and it's super affordable. It's like 40 bucks and it's like 60 to 90 minutes depending upon how many people are in the group. So that's like old school psychic stuff. So if you want that, that's that. Okay. All right. So thanks for being here. All right. So I hope that I've encouraged you to live your life. This is your life after all, and you get to live it. So just live it.